Coming up on the pregame Tomahawk Talk, the Bourne Braves ended yesterday's game on a low note against the YD Red Sox 6-4, but are here at Lowell Park today to take on a Cotuit Kettleers team that are more desperate for a win than the Bourne Braves are. You're going to hear from interim field manager Ed Blankmeyer, the Bourne Braves beat reporter Nate Laird, and San Diego State's utility player Max Farrell. It's the Tomahawk Talk, and it starts right now.
Left field, back on it, the left fielder approaches. It drops before the wall. Cotuit scores. Steps it from third, around, touches home, and the Bourne Braves have the lead.
Welcome into the last game of the regular season for the Bourne Braves here at Lowell Park before they take on the Cotuit Kettleers in just a few moments. I'm your host, Kaydence Kilhof, joined by Kasey, Kazliner, and Devon, Jarvis. And guys, before we talk about what's at stake today, let's go back to yesterday. The Braves fell to the Red Sox last night 6-4, and they had something spark in that seventh inning, but just couldn't get the job done.
Yeah, you got to give it to the Braves for fighting through the whole way. I mean, even in that 10th inning where you're down by 3, it feels like hope is really short. Bryce Eastep with a big RBI double, a guy who had been struggling going into that game to make it a 2-run game. And obviously a loss is a loss, right? You're not going to take away any consolation prizes, but it's the best team in the league you're playing. And again, there's a lot of issues that need to be fixed, whether it be the defense, the hitting with 2 strikes, the situational hitting for the Braves. But at the end of the day, they're locked into the 2 spot no matter what, right? So going into the playoffs, they want to have that same intensity as they will today, as they will a couple days from now when they're playing Falmouth, knowing that every game matters from here on out.
Talking with some of the players and the coaching staff, there was a clear intensity and energy in the dugout for the final 3 innings yesterday that maybe wasn't replicated for the entire season. You take that as a little bit of hope going into today's game, where you're hoping they can maybe translate that energy against Cotuit in a game that won't have any meaning in terms of standings, just a little bit for who you could face and whether or not you would get home field advantage in the championship series. But still, you see this team on a 6-game losing streak. You see this team in need of a win and positive momentum going into the playoffs. Yesterday, there were sparks showing that they have the capability to come out here energetic, and they've got to do it today.
Well, before we talk about the sparks that we need to see in today's game, let's check out yesterday's highlights. YD started things off in the top of the first with a home run, a fly ball to left center field, and that scores 2 from Tommy Gooden. And just like that, the Red Sox up early on, and nothing else happens until the top of the 7th. But a Brock Kettleson double adds 1 more to the scoreboard, and the Red Sox have the lead going into the end of the game. But from there, that's when the Braves decide to pick things up at Dorn Park. Matt Bolton comes up the bat, and he is ready. He swings for the fences. He hits a home run to right field, and that scores him and Lou Costello for Matt Bolton's 2nd home run of the day in yesterday's doubleheader. The team was going absolutely insane, but they weren't done yet. Austin Hawk comes right back out. He hits a home run himself, and just like that, it's a tie ball game. The Red Sox were hot in extras, though. Tommy Gooden comes back out, and he doubles on a line drive to center field, and YD up 4, but a 2-run single puts YD up 3, and it's really hard for the Braves to come back from this one. Bryce Eastep tries. It's his turn to bat. He doubles on a line drive to left field, and that scores Austin Hawk with the automatic runner on second. But that's all the Braves could do in that game, and they ended up losing 6-4 by the end of the night. Will Harrigan made his first start of the season, 2 Ks in 4 1/3 innings pitched. He gave up 6 hits, though. Overall, the Red Sox had 13 hits on the day. The Braves had 8, and a few of them came from Matt Bolton and Austin Hawk. Those are 2 players that went yard in this game. And guys, it's really funny because we've talked about all summer how the Braves have really struggled to go yard this season. But as soon as they're starting to struggle the most offensively is when they're hitting the most home runs.
Yeah, I think it makes sense that we're seeing them hit more at this point in the year. You get a little bit more used to the bats, the surfaces, the ballparks, a little bit of everything, the pitching speeds even. And it's good to see a guy in particular like Matt Bolton, who we talked about many times this year, had a 341 hitting June, and then most of July has been under 200. But he's completely turned that around recently, and when they needed it the most, you lose a guy in Andrew Costello. We've talked about that before too. A guy who has brought most of the home run production. Other guys as well that have brought power and not necessarily home runs that needed to be replaced in the lineup. And Matt Bolton is doing that right now. Austin Hawk, on the other hand, is a guy who's not brought a lot of power this season overall, but that home run for him could be a tipping point in something bigger. And again, a guy that we've really had high hopes for with some early production for the Braves. So I'm excited to see where those 2 guys kind of go in the playoffs and with the mentality they have, because again, that first home run for Hawk at least really can set the confidence going forward.
Well, we saw it with Bolton. After he got that first one, he unleashed offensively, and it wasn't just the home runs. He's hitting more balls. He's getting on base better. And it was a swing change for him in the week before that led to that change. So these players are, like you said, settling in late. You're likely not seeing the best pitchers that we've seen all on the Cape right now. They're going to deteriorate as those better ones leave. And for the Braves specifically, they've got to turn that momentum into something today. 2 home runs was big. This Braves team finding a little bit more juice, like you mentioned, Kaydence, at a weird time when the offense is struggling. But still, it is a silver lining to the gray clouds of what has been a lackluster week for the Braves.
As soon as Bolton hit that home run on Tuesday, his first of the season, it seems like he's really picked up his offensive game. And yesterday was a huge momentum booster for this Braves squad. So they really have to pick it up even more to get the win against Cotuit today.
Yeah, Cotuit, a very tough team, and they have yet to beat the Braves so far this year. Braves with a 3-0-1 record so far against the Cats, but they've proven to play tough against a lot of the teams in this league. Bourne has just had a really good matchup against them so far. And they played a game earlier today as well against the Chatham Anglers that they ended up losing 2-0 after picking it up in the third inning. But they started slow. Something similar to the Braves, they have no energy in their dugout right now, not a lot of intensity. And you're seeing now 2 teams that have fell victim to that face off against each other. And for the Braves, luckily, they're coming into this game after riding an energy high at the end of yesterday's game. We'll see if they continue, but Cotuit specifically, they need to win this game if they want a chance at making the playoffs. They've made the playoffs for the last decade consecutively. So if they can come into today and get a win, setting themselves up, they're going to have Wareham lose. It'll be an interesting one to see how energetic, how intense they are in a game that they, again, need to win.
And this game for the Braves effectively does not matter a whole lot. I mean, outside of just getting the reps, but we know now that the Braves, after last night, will play the Falmouth Commodores in the first round of the postseason. I want to ask both of you guys, what are your thoughts on that matchup, knowing that we thought maybe it was going to be Wareham or Cotuit a few days ago, and now it's for sure Falmouth?
Well, whenever I saw that for the first time, I got a little bit nervous for the Braves, only because Falmouth is a team that the Braves have given some trouble this season. They pitched a no-hitter against them at Gov Fuller Field just a few weeks back, but then Falmouth came back from that. These are both 2 teams that are very similar in standings, in playing styles, so it's really going to be a matchup for the ages.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I would say between, if you're excluding Cotuit in the conversation right now, as they're still on the bubble outside looking in, between Hyannis, Falmouth, as well as Wareham, I think Falmouth is the best matchup for Bourne in favor of the Braves. They, again, have had some tough games. The shutout 4-0, which was their first shutout of the season. On top of that, the spark of a game last time at Gov Fuller Field, where it was really 10-0 to start. The Braves conjured a comeback but couldn't win it. You're not really sure what type of Falmouth you're going to get, and they've had some inconsistencies so far this season. So it'll be interesting to see how they play out in this one. Overall, again, I do think it is the best matchup of the possible 4 teams. If the Braves could choose their opponent, I would say they would most like Cotuit again, having beaten them every time so far this season other than a tie.
Well, before we get into the nitty-gritty of the playoffs, we've got another game to focus on, and that is today's game here at Lowell Park. Coming up on the pregame Tomahawk Talk, you're going to hear from the interim field manager, Ed Blankmeyer, the San Diego State utility player, Max Farrell, and the Bourne Braves beat reporter, Nate Laird. We'll be right back.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Game 40 of the regular season takes place today at Lowell Park between the Bourne Braves and the Cotuit Kettleers. Kasey Kazliner alongside Braves field manager Ed Blankmeyer. Blanks, you got to be the field manager yesterday for the first time this season. What was that experience like for you?
I've done it a couple of times before. Nothing new. Just let the guys play. Try to put them in the right position to win. That's what your job as a field manager is.
Despite it being a loss, you guys took the best team in the league to 10 innings. We're on the brink of winning. Just how much confidence does it give you seeing that take place against the best team in the league?
Well, the confidence is about playing good baseball, and we finally looked like we turned the corner. We played better, much better than we have played in the past 4 or 5 games. I'm happy with that. We pitched well. We caught the ball well. We need to swing the bats a little bit better, but we're trending in the right direction.
You and Scott Landers have been a great tandem together on the coaching staff, among other coaches here. How does your style differ from his, would you say?
Not too much different. We manage basically the same way. Let the players play. We have input. We try to place them in good positions to win, and try to get the most out of their abilities. That's what the job of a manager is, basically.
It's the final game of the regular season today. Outside of a win, what are you hoping to see your guys accomplish today?
Well, we're going to play some different guys. We're going to see some new pitches that we need to get ready, and obviously with the day off tomorrow, we're trying to align our pitching staff in a position where we have a 3-game series coming up to be successful in winning that series.
You know who you're playing already, the Falmouth Commodores.
Yep.
Obviously, you'll face every opponent the same way, trying to get a win, but what do you make of that matchup?
It's a good matchup. I think every team in our division, we played pretty tough. I mean, we haven't dominated. Every game's been tight. If you look at our season this past year, I think 21 of our games have been 2 runs or less. So offensively, we got to find ways to score more runs and put ourselves in a better position to score runs. And pitching-wise, I think we just continue to pitch the way we've been pitching. I think we've been in pretty good shape.
Skip, thank you so much for taking the time.
Appreciate
Kettleers versus Braves today in the final game of the season.
Thank you to Kasey and interim field manager Ed Blankmeyer. I'm now joined by the Bourne Braves beat reporter Nate Laird. And Nate, Cameron Seagraves from UNC making his first start of the season today. But how's he been on the bump in relief all summer?
Yeah, that's right. A really interesting situation for the Braves today. A lot of arms used in the last couple days with back-to-back doubleheaders. Seagraves was actually one of those. He pitched the last 2/3 of an inning against YD in the 10th inning last night, but he'll be back on the bump today for the Braves. So far this season, 5 appearances in relief, has a 1.29 ERA.
And Cotuit needs a win tonight if they plan on making the playoffs in just a few days. So who do they have on the bump for pretty much their most crucial game of the season so far?
Well, lefty Luke Smyers out of Alabama is on the bump for them today. A guy that's been used in relief throughout July for them, has had an 8.44 ERA over 10 1/3 innings this season. His last outing gave up 2 earned runs over 3 1/3 in relief against Hyannis.
Nate, I've been talking to Devon and Kasey all about it in this pregame Tomahawk Talk, but there were some sparks in yesterday's doubleheader. From those sparks, did you see any players to watch for today's game?
Yeah, I think the guy that stands out so far this whole week has been Matt Bolton during the losing streak. He has 3 home runs, all 3 of his this season coming in that streak. He's a guy that had multiple multi-hit games yesterday, including home runs in each of the 2 back-to-back games in the doubleheader yesterday. So a guy that really can bring a spark to this offense here that's been struggling and needs a win going into the playoffs.
Bolton had some great hits yesterday, but so did newcomer Max Farrell, who I get to speak to next. We are approaching the final game of the regular season here at Lowell Park, but before then, the San Diego State utility player Max Farrell joins me in the pregame Tomahawk Talk. Max, you just got here this week. How seamless was the transition coming from the NECBL to the Cape?
Yeah, the transition was really easy, honestly. It's close, only took an hour and a half, and being here with some of my buddies from the Waves, Cam Papetti and Gabriel Milano, made it super easy, so it was fun, yeah.
Have you noticed any differences between both leagues?
Yeah, definitely there's a skill gap for sure, and then I feel like everyone's just a tick more dialed in here, which is awesome, and then a bit more fans, so it's fun to play in front of.
How did you find out you were going to be a Brave?
So my head coach at San Diego State, Coach Vance, reached out to me and called me. I was playing wiffle ball with my host brother back at the Ocean State Ways. It was funny. And then Coach Landers reached out to me, so yeah, that's how I found out.
All right, so it seemed like you were close with your host family this summer. How about your host family here in Bourne?
Oh, it's awesome. Miss Tammy, she's the best. I'm living with Matt, so it's been awesome. Yeah, it's made a really good connection so far through 2 days.
So far this season, you've had 3 hits in 2 games. What was giving you so much success in your debut as a Brave yesterday?
Yeah, I think clicking with the guys and just a lot of good guys around me made me feel super comfortable where I could just go out and perform and play my game, not have any expectations. So that really helped me perform.
And overall yesterday, the Braves were not playing their best baseball, but there were some positives to take out of it. What did you see from them?
Yeah, no, it was awesome, showing a little life late in the game with the back-to-back home runs to tie it up, and then everyone seemed like the energy got up throughout the game. So, yeah, I feel like that was a good positive.
You guys have got the final game of the regular season against Cotuit in a little bit. There's O'Nasty behind us doing a handstand. That's our guy. Why do you love O'Nasty?
I mean, what's not to love? It's the man right here.
O'Nasty, you got anything to say about today's game?
We're going to win.
He said we're going to win. So now I got to ask you, how important is it that they end on a high note today?
Yeah, it's super important, especially with the playoffs coming up. This is the last regular season game. Just get some momentum going, feeling good about ourselves, put some runs on the board, pitchers do their thing, and get ready for playoffs. Go ready to win a championship.
All right, Max, well, thank you and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Life can be full of surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always ready to support you when you need it. With an Eastern Propane and Oil technician on the way, your family's comfort is our priority. Our local team, over 500 strong, ensures your home is comfortable and warm. Eastern Propane and Oil, a local team with 24/7 service and delivery, ensuring comfort when you need it most.
It's almost game time between the Bourne Braves and the Cotuit Kettleers. Welcome back into the pregame Tomahawk Talk. I'm Kaydence Kilhof, joined by Devon, Jarvis, and Kasey, Kazliner. And guys, the Braves need this win today for two important reasons. One, they need to get back in the win column after a long losing streak, but also they need to take down the Cotuit Kettleers so that they don't have to face them in playoffs later on. How can they get the win today?
I think just coming out here and carrying the momentum you had from yesterday's game into today. There was a lot of energy. The dugout was fun for the first time, it seems like, since early July. So how do you replicate that in a big game today? It should be interesting. Cam Seagrave's out there on the mound for the Bourne Braves today, a guy who has shown some really good stuff in his games so far this season, but he has to come out here in his first start, and we'll see how the Braves can come out and do this one. Likely going to be a bullpen game for the Braves. They're saving their starters for Tuesday in the playoffs, but Seagraves has been a guy with a high ceiling on this team. The appearance that stands out was against Chatham not too long ago, where he struck out his first side and just kept dominating in games. That's what he can do at his ceiling, has sometimes shown allowing batters to get ahead of him just a little bit in games at his worst, but he's never really had a really faulty start or appearance.
I think it's kind of a dichotomy because you don't want to think about the past. You don't want to think about the losing streak and have that bear on the present, but at the same time, you don't want to go into the postseason on a losing streak. So you have to find the middle ground between, again, knowing that you're struggling right now, but also staying in the present. And I think if the Braves can do that today, they'll be just fine against the Cotuit team that has really struggled recently. Although this Cotuit team, we've seen at times, can explode offensively, scoring 15-plus runs the other night. And again, just giving the Braves some trouble in games, a lot of close matchups between these two sides. Again, we saw a tie and 3 games decided by 1 run. The Braves won all of them against Cotuit. But as we heard Ed Blankmeyer say, he's expecting to play some guys that we haven't normally seen in the lineup every day. I'm excited to see how those guys rise to the occasion. As we've talked about it, it's an ongoing audition for the postseason right now.
And you guys might think I'm crazy for saying this, but in this rough back-to-back days of double headers, I've seen some sparks, and it seems like every game the Braves are almost there. They're about to take the win. They are about to just have that offensive spark that'll carry them through the playoffs. Today is the day to do it. You're at the beautiful Lowell Park. The energy is high, but also you already know you've clinched a spot in the playoffs, so there's not much stress. Sure, you don't want Cotuit to make it, but at the same time, it's not that big of a deal if you do get the loss today.
Yeah, if you get the loss, it's not ideal, but it's not going to affect you in the standings at all. I think most importantly, you just want to head in the right direction for your first playoff series of this season against the Falmouth Commodores. Sometimes momentum is a big thing. It affects these teams big time. So if you can get a win and just start going in the right direction a little bit, you're going to find that pace to be better when you start that first playoff game. Again, the Braves had good momentum in yesterday's game despite the loss. They've got to carry it through all 7 innings today. It should be interesting, though. Cotuit playing for their lives right now. They need to get a win if they want to see themselves in the playoffs. So they're going to be playing very heavy. They're going to be playing with intensity and with intention.
And with Rob Cooper being in year 1, I mean, he doesn't want to be the outlier. This is a Cotuit team that makes the playoffs nearly every single year, and to bring in a new manager and for him to potentially not make the postseason is not a good look by any means. So that's going to be a motivator for sure for Cotuit, even though they don't control their own destiny, technically. They still have to have Wareham lose, but at the end of the day, you play for wins, and they're going to be trying their hardest.
Well, soon enough, we'll see if that new Cotuit head man can get the job done today, but we are wrapping up our pregame Tomahawk Talk. Thank you so much for joining us. The next time you hear from us, these guys will be on the call, and you'll catch me on the sidelines.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RP.
For the final time in the 2026 Cape Cod Baseball League season, we welcome you to the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. Today, we find ourselves at Lowell Park for the season finale before playoffs coming up on Tuesday. The Braves have clinched their spot. They will be the 2 seed in the West Division, but still momentum to play for as they're set to take on the Falmouth Commodores coming up on Tuesday. Should be a very interesting matchup, but the matchup ahead, Kasey, a big one for the Braves to start some momentum before the playoffs.
Yeah, a game that doesn't have much bearing in terms of the standings, but you still want to finish strong in knowing that you're going into the playoffs potentially on a losing streak for the Braves.
We'll take a short break for the national anthem and step aside here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. On the other side, Kaydence Kilhof joins us in its first pitch.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
Back on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV, we send it fieldside for Kaydence Kilhof.
Thanks, Devon. We've talked about it a lot today, but today is the final game of the regular season, but most of the players are more excited about it than they are sad. I spoke to Matt Bolton, one of the only players on the team that has been here all season long, and he said he's super happy because he's grown so much on and off the field. He told me he's personally happy because he's gotten a lot better at interviews, and overall, he's just glad that they haven't sent him home yet. As for Elliot Medlock, someone that got here just a few weeks ago, he told me that time flies when you're having fun, and Gabe Milano, a super new guy, said he just got here. He's still getting to know the team, but in his last summer league, was on the worst team in the league, so he's just really happy that he's finally on a winning team, and they get to make this playoff push as a whole and are ready to send Cotuit home packing today. As for the first base coach, Jelani Hammer, he said that the Braves have not been playing their best baseball so far over the past few days. They have a lot that they need to clean up, so overall, guys, it's a happy day. It's the Braves' last regular season game, but at the same time, they really have their work cut out for them coming into this playoff push.
It's going to be a fun one. Both Matt Bolton as well as Elliot Medlock in the game today, and you laid it out there, Kaydence. This game may not matter for Bourne, but it does for Cotuit. Win and a Wareham loss, and they are into the playoffs for the 11th straight season, Kasey.
Yeah, they don't control their own destiny, which is the tough part. You have to just go out there and take care of business if you're Rob Cooper. We talked about it in the pregame. It would not be a good look to be the first-year skipper and not make the postseason on a team that is not only so popular in the Cape League, but a team that has been so successful in the Cape League over the past decade or so. So there's a lot of pressure on Rob Cooper to go out there and get a win today and do what you can.
There is. They'll have to wait. The game possibly here going to be done before the Wareham game starts. That between the Gatemen and the Hyannis Harbor Hawks at Spillane Field starting at 7 p.m. This game will only be 7 innings, just the same as some of the other day games have been for the Bourne Braves earlier, but they've struggled in day games so far this season. Kasey, the only win they have in a game starting before 5 p.m. came here at Lowell Park.
Yeah, they've only won that one, like you talked about. A lot of rough losses, including a day game yesterday. I don't know what it is about the day games, probably just a correlation, but the losing trend has been consistent over the past 6 games. The Braves have not put up more than 4 runs in a game the last 4 games, and last night had a close one against YD, the top team in the league, but could not finish. Today you'll need a big finish in a game that's only going 7.
Let's go over the lineups for you, beginning with the Bourne Braves batting in the top of the first inning. Justin Osterhaus leads off out of Alabama, playing right field, with Riker Waite behind him batting second, out of Vanderbilt playing shortstop. Matt Bolton makes a jump in the lineup after having 3 home runs this week, 2 yesterday. Out of Binghamton, he plays center field batting third. Max Farrell bats fourth, only playing in his 3rd game of the season today, out of San Diego State University, playing left field. Gabe Milano in the same camp as Farrell, playing in his 3rd game out of Miami, bats 5th and plays first base. Ryan Piketowski returns to the lineup. He's had some struggles so far this year. The JUCO player heading to West Virginia next year is the designated hitter, batting 6th. Austin Hawk bats 7th out of Wake Forest, playing third base, with Elliot Medlock batting 8th out of Quinnipiac, playing second base, and Bryce Estep rounding out the lineup, batting 9th, playing catcher out of University of South Carolina.
Take a look at the Braves defense. In left field for the 3rd straight game is Farrell. Center field, Bolton. Right fielder is Osterhaus. First base around the horn to third, Milano, Medlock, Waite, Hawk, and the catcher, Estep, for Cameron Seagraves.
Cameron Seagraves, the pitcher, and overall on the side of the Cotuit Kettleers, it begins with Landon Beaver out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham, playing center field, batting first. Batting second, Hogan Denny out of Indiana, playing left field. Batting third, Sam Christensen out of Alabama, playing right field. Jay Moran bats fourth out of Stanford, playing third base, with Aiden Aguayo out of UCLA, batting fifth, playing shortstop. Will Plattner bats sixth out of Alabama once more, playing catcher. Jesse DiMaggio bats 7th out of Dallas Baptist as the designated hitter in today's game, with Drew Rapepi batting 8th out of Pittsburgh, playing first base, and Tito Kiefer batting 9th out of Ave Maria, batting 9th and playing second base.
Outfield left to right for Cotuit is Denny, Beaver, and Christensen. First base to third, Rapepi, Kiefer, Aguayo, Moran. Blattner is the catcher for Luke Smyers.
It's a Smyers on Seagraves pitching matchup, and Smyers to come out first here. But on the other side, you've got a guy in Cam Seagraves who's built up a 1.29 ERA in his relief appearances, Kasey. He's looked solid, but has a tougher challenge today as the starter.
It's kind of a relief type of appearance today. He's only probably going to go 2 innings in a 7-inning game. But I think, as Ed Blankmeyer said in the pregame, it's about getting guys ready. It's not necessarily about going out there and pitching a perfect game, so to speak. It's about just getting ready for the task ahead. It's going to be much harder 2 days from now than it is today.
The Braves with very limited names left to their staff. Likely a bullpen game today, and they'll hope they can get out the win here after losing 6 consecutive. For Smyers on the other side, an 8.44 ERA for him. He's out of Alabama. Only relief appearances so far this season in 10 2/3. He's overall racked up 11 hits, 11 runs with just 10 of them earned. 11 walks and 12 strikeouts. The Braves looking to get a win today. Cotuit going to need to win a lot more. And Bourne specifically have just not had their juice recently. Came close against the league's best YD Red Sox in yesterday's game, losing just 6-3 in extra innings. To get to extra innings was a big deal in the first place. They hadn't shown the fight to be able to go that long nearly against the best team in the league either. So here we go. Warm-up pitch is done for Smyers. The lefty pitcher in his first start of the season hopes to set up this Cotuit team to make the playoffs. The first batter of the day for the Bourne Braves, Justin Osterhaus, the right fielder out of Alabama, digs into the back of the lefty's batter's box. And they get set to go. Osterhaus with an open stance. Smyers on the bump out of the stretch on the third base side of the rubber. Fires the first pitch home. And Osterhaus chops it up the middle of the infield to the left side for the third baseman, Moran. Catches and throws to first base for the out. One pitch, one out already for Smyers. That's a good way to start. And the Bourne Braves have come out flat early in games as of recent. Yesterday got their first runs of the day in the bottom of the seventh inning, but they were impactful ones. Back-to-back home runs by Matt Bolton and Austin Hawk lit up the dugout in a way we hadn't seen all season. Talking to the coaching staff as well as players in the dugout, they said that energy is something they've really needed, and it's been absent in these 6 losses. First pitch into the switch hitter, Riker Waite, batting righty, is a strike on the outside edge. No balls, 1 strike to count with 1 out. Infield playing Waite straight up. 2 days ago, Riker Waite had 2 home runs in 2 separate games, a doubleheader. 0-1 in. Waite swings and misses over the top of the 84-mile-per-hour slider. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the top of the first inning in a 0-0 ball game. Riker Waite's been great for the Braves in his limited sample size so far this summer. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch comes in from Smyers. Waite chops it to shortstop. Instead, the third baseman, Moran, moves in, tosses once again to first. A little high for Repepi, but he's able to scoop it and step on first base in time for the second out in the top of the first inning.
You want to see the Bourne Braves take a little bit more pitches. We talked about that before. Just being a little bit more patient in counts. Riker Waite usually does that, but didn't that time.
Riker Waite has been a full count merchant, if you will. Has worked his way up there and worked up the count of the pitchers quite a few times recently. As Matt Bolton steps into the lefty's box for the Braves, Smyers is set at his belt, looks in, kicks in, fires the first pitch home. Bolton shows bunt, pops it up the third base line. It's just foul as it trickles towards the third base Cotuit dugout. Matt Bolton has been playing some of the best baseball of this season. It's been a sinusoidal performance season for Bolton. Very good in the month of June, slow to start in July. He's been great here in August. First pitch in, 0-1 pitch in, just misses outside at 91 of the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Yesterday, 2 home runs, and Matt Bolton specifically finding a groove after a swing change that he hadn't shown capable of since June. 1 ball, 1 strike. Smyers dishes home. Bolton takes the slider way outside down at 81, and the count goes 2-1. If the Braves want to make a push toward the Cape Cod Baseball League Championship Series, as they've done each of the last 5 consecutive seasons before this one, it's going to take a guy like Bolton to step up. As the 2-1 pitch comes home from Smyers, Bolton chops it first base side and foul. The Bourne Braves have had some large holes in their lineup as of recent with the absence of Blake Schaff and Andrew Costello, 2 players that currently in the Cape Cod Baseball League sit 1st and 5th, Costello and Schaff respectively in OPS. After today's game, Costello no longer a qualified bat as the 2-2 comes in, just misses inside, and the count runs full. Matt Bolton opening today's game in Matt Bolton style. Working a full count. When he hit a home run yesterday against the YD Red Sox, it came in a 3-2 count. The lefty in Smyers looks in against the lefty batter, fires home, and misses upstairs for ball 4. Bolton, the first base runner of the ball game for the Braves, and he takes his way to first base.
Good approach from Bourne.
Max Farrell from San Diego
A guy that,
State, the left
again, has
fielder.
been taking a lot better at bats
Number
recently.
5.
Staying more patient, finding his right pitch.
Here's Max Farrell. Farrell has been phenomenal for the Braves in just 2 games, hitting 429s, OPS of 858. No extra base hits, but he is getting on at a high count. They've appreciated what he's added in just his first day of games yesterday. Runner on first and Bolton. Pitch comes home. Farrell cuts and misses on the low outside fastball. 0-1. Farrell spent a lot of time with the Ocean State Waves in the NECBL before taking his talents to the Bourne Braves. Oftentimes, Scott Landers taking players from the NECBL to add for their playoff push. The 0-1 comes home. Farrell takes a strike on the inside edge. 0-2. With Ocean State, he played in 31 games. He had an OPS of 812, an average of 273. 3 home runs, 5 doubles, with 12 RBI. 0-2. He stands in the back of the righty's box, and the lefty pitcher deals. The 0-2, low and inside, as the runner goes on a delayed steal, and Bolton slides feet first. The throw late from Plattner, and Matt Bolton gets his 5th stolen bag of the year.
He was caught stealing yesterday in the first game. Good to see him still confident to turn the legs and go.
It seems like his confidence has just skyrocketed. He's not getting cocky, though, and he's approaching everything right. Back to the righty bat in Max Farrell with a runner in scoring position. Farrell with no RBI on the season yet for the Braves has a chance to knock one in here to open the ball game. The 1-2 comes in. Farrell takes high and outside just by the letters. And the count squares up at deuces. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in top 1. The score remains at 0-0 between the Braves and the Kettleers. The Braves with interim manager Ed Blankmeyer at the helm. Scott Landers, Bourne Braves' typical field manager, visiting his son in Cooperstown, playing in a game. The 2-2 comes home. Farrell swings and misses. Ball gets away from Plattner. Picks it up, throws up the first base line to the first baseman in Repepi. It's a drop third strike. 2-3 put out to retire the side. The Braves can't score. We send it to the bottom of the first inning. Cotuit looking to go out there and make a good impression, fighting for their lives.
It leverages data to unlock use.
Down from the gallows, and I don't have very long.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
We welcome you back to the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. Bottom of the first inning with Cam Seagraves out there for the Bourne Braves. He makes his first start and all of his appearances in relief so far this season. Kasey, a 1.29 ERA for him. The Braves are expecting 2 solid innings in a bullpen game.
Yeah, the command has been very good, and Ed Blankmeyer talked about it pregame. It's a game to see where these guys are at, get them ready for the postseason. Seagraves, a late addition to this team, knows what it takes to be a postseason pitcher as he was with the Braves last year. I'm excited to see what he can do today.
Seagraves just 5 pitches as he went yesterday in relief to close out the top of the 10th inning. got a little bit away from Maddox Webb, and they needed him. It was the only hot pitcher left the Braves had or could throw. It's the lefty bat in Landon Bieber who steps out there. Seagraves on the bump, sets at his chest, fires the first pitch home. Bieber swings and misses on the fastball at 89 miles per hour. In his last real outing, if you don't count yesterday, Cam Seagraves went 1 1/3 on the 28th at Falmouth last Tuesday. 19 pitches there, 1 hit, no run ball with no walks and no strikeouts. The 0-1 in, misses low and inside. Bieber takes for a ball. The count goes 1 ball, 1 strike here in the bottom of the first inning. The score still 0-0 between the Braves and Kettleers. Seagraves out of UNC was watching from the bullpen as his team fell short of the national championship. The 1-1 comes in, skips in the dirt, misses for a ball. The count 2-1. In the championship clinching game against the Oklahoma Sooners, the Tar Heels fell flat in some senses, and Seagraves looking to possibly instead win a ring here during the summer. Was with the Braves for part of last year. As he kicks and fires the 2-1 home, Bieber grounds it to first base. Milano scoops and steps on first for the out, and the Braves have one down in bottom one. And for Seagraves specifically, he was not able to stay here toward the end of the season with the Braves. Got hurt early in the year and just pitched a few times in June, and that was about it for Cam. Here comes the righty batter in Hogan Denny, who returns to the lineup for this Kettleers team after appearing early in the season, mostly in June. Took a month off. As the first pitch comes in, Denny cracks it up the middle of the outfield. To the left goes Bolton. He ranges and makes the grab just before the warning track. 2 down quickly. And specifically, you talked about it, but if the Braves want to come out here and execute their plan of having a bullpen game, nothing can go wrong. You don't want to have any guys go less than the 2 innings they're set for.
I think importantly for Seagraves, he has experience with UNC, team that was just a win away from a national championship. He wasn't a big part of that team, but he was a part of it nonetheless. He knows what it takes to go all the way.
Here's Sam Christensen, the lefty, playing right field for the Cats today. Seagraves looks in, kicks and fires the first pitch home with 2 outs. In there for a strike. Low inside corner to the lefty. Christensen out of Alabama, the first SEC player we've seen so far. Him and Plattner, both natives to Tuscaloosa during their collegiate season. The 0-1 comes home. He cracks up the right side. It's foul. Just misses out on the first base dugout where the Braves reside. Christensen, a recent addition to this Kettleers team, only playing in his 11th game today, and his first one overall in the year was on July 20th. Went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts in his debut in a 4-0 loss to the YD Red Sox. Infield shifts first base side against him as the 0-2 pitch from Seagraves comes home, misses high and outside on the curveball at 77. The count 1-2. 3 infielders on the first base side of second, and the third baseman Austin Hawk playing typically where a shortstop would. Huge gap in the left side of the infield for the lefty bat in Christensen. He can get it if he can go the opposite way. 1-2 home, skips in the dirt, misses low for a ball, 2-2. He was injured all spring at Alabama. Christensen, that is. Broke his leg back in January. Had surgery. He's back and set to go. And trying to get some reps in before he heads back to Tuscaloosa in the fall. 2-2 comes home. Misses low. And the count now 3-2 for Cam Seagraves. Still yet to allow a base runner. For Christensen, he was in his first season with Alabama in 2026. Of course, didn't play, but before that with Oklahoma. Appeared in 55 games with the Sooners. Batted .255 with 6 jacks. 3-2 in. He grounds it up the middle of the infield. Third baseman in Hawk. Ranges in front of second. Throws to first. It's low and not in time. A tough ball to field. Just goes over the mound and too slow to make a play. It'll be an infield single for Sam Christensen as the Kettleers get their first hit and base runner of the afternoon.
Got to get it to him. You got to win every inning if you're Cotuit today. Can't go down 1, 2, 3 many times in a 7-inning game against a Bourne team that has given you trouble.
The Braves have yet to lose for the Kettleers so far this summer, just as you alluded to there, Kasey. And they're going to need a win today if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. Seagraves fires his first pitch home to the new batter in J.J. Moran. Misses inside and gets behind the catcher in Bryce Step. Off to second goes Christensen. Possibly a pass ball there against Bryce Step. We'll wait for the official scoring. But already a 1-0 count with 2 outs to J.J. Moran. The Stanford Cardinal has been with this team all season long. Made his debut in Game 2 of the year for Cotuit. Overall playing in his 31st today. 1 ball, no strikes. Seagraves looks at the runner on second, fires home, and Moran pops this one up to the right side of the infield. First baseman Milano comes halfway down his post and makes the grab for out 3. 0-0 will take you to the top of the second on the other side.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Life can be full of surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always ready to support you when you need it. With an Eastern Propane and Oil technician on the way, your family's comfort is our priority. Our local team, over 500 strong, ensures your home is comfortable and warm. Eastern Propane and Oil, a local team with 24/7 service and delivery, ensuring comfort when you need it most.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Back on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. We welcome you to the top of the second inning. The Braves in a 0-0 contest against the Cotuit Kettleers in the regular season finale. It's been a fun 2026 season that has gone by lightning quick, it feels like. And for these Braves players, they're hoping it goes just a little bit longer. If they can get a week and a half more of baseball, a chance they bring home their 4th championship in 5 years. Pitcher in Smyers gets set against the lefty bat in Milano. First pitch comes home of the inning. Milano swings and misses. Low and outside, the fastball gets him. Milano, a very solid new addition to this Bourne Braves team, only playing in his 2nd day and 3rd game overall after spending some time with the Ocean State Waves in the NECBL. 0-1 comes home. Milano grounds it into the backstop, foul. No balls, 2 strikes with no outs. And specifically for Milano, looking to add to this Bourne Braves team that has struggled as of recent. 6 consecutive losses. They've ended this season slow. And in recent years, heading into the playoffs, it's been win streaks, not losing streaks like this. The 0-2 home from Smyers. Milano cracks it high to the right side of the outfield. Christensen ranges to his right, steps in, and makes the cap-high catch for out number 1 in the top of the 2nd inning. On the other side, it's a Cotuit team playing for their season. If they want to keep their chances at the postseason alive, it's going to have to come through at least a win today. Wareham against Hyannis later today to decide if this game will even matter for Cotuit. If Wareham wins that one, no matter what happens here, Cotuit will miss the playoffs for the first time in a decade. First pitch in to Piketowski. Misses low and inside a ball. Piketowski, a rough start to his season. Has played in just 3 games entering this one, as he is a JUCO transfer heading to the Big 12 in West Virginia University next year. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch home from Smyers. Piketowski drives it the opposite way, up the right field line and over the first base fencing and foul.
Kettleho Restaurant.
Overall, Piketowski looking to also add to this team as a corner infielder, typically playing designated hitter to start in today's game. He stands in the back of the righty's box. Smyers out of Alabama, set to come home with it. Kicks and fires the 1-1. Piketowski lays off of it, but the slider connects on the outside edge for a strike. 1-2 with 1 down. Batting average for Piketowski so far, sub 100. Small sample size, though, can right those wrongs quickly with a few good games. The 1-2 home. Piketowski drives it up the third base line on the ground and foul. He hits the ball hard, was fantastic at USC Sumter this most recent collegiate season at the JUCO level. Had a slugging percentage of 1,000, an OPS of 1,700, and overall was unbelievable. That's why he goes to West Virginia next year. The 1-2 in. He checks his swing. Does he come around? He does. Pitch would have been called a ball. Nevertheless, that's the second strikeout of Smyers' day for the second out in the top of the second inning.
Number 9, Austin Hawk, third baseman, Wake Forest.
Here's Austin Hawk, the righty batter out of Wake Forest. Just completed his senior season, battled injuries at the start of the year, so only played in a total of 9 games, but had been a staple in the lineup for the Demon Deacons back in 2025. First pitch home to the left to the righty. Hawk takes first strike inside edge. 0-1 with 2 outs. Still a 0-0 ball game between the Braves and Cotuit. One more game going on here around Cape Cod. It's Chatham and YD. They just finished the first. Neither of those teams are playing for much right now, as the 0-1 set to come home is just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Both playoff standings on either side almost completely done. As Hawk gets sent for the 1-1 pitch, and here it is home from Smyers. Misses low and inside at 80 on the slider. The standings set 1 through 3 in the West. The Gatemen and Kettleers battling it out for the 4 spot. And on the other side, 1-2 both set. The Mariners and Anglers battling it out for the 3 spot. As the 2-1 comes home, Hawk punches it up the right field line and foul. The count 2-2. If the Anglers can win this evening and the Mariners lose, it'll be theirs. If not, the Mariners just need 1 win for themselves in order to secure the 3 seed. Steve Englert has had a similar end of the season to the Braves. Both teams 3-7 in their last 10. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Smyers fires home. Hawk drills it up the third baseline on the ground and foul once more. The count remains 2-2 with 2 outs. Most of those losses over their last 10, of course, coming on a streak. Braves losers at each of their last 6. Need to right the wrongs and head into the playoffs with momentum, ideally, with a win today against the Kettleers. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The lefty pitcher Smyers fires home. Hawk swings and misses. Down in the dirt, a tag from Plattner, and that does it for the 3rd strikeout. He retires the side. Stay tuned here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. Ryan Ruggiero joins us for the bottom of the 2nd as our analyst. We'll be right back.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
For the Kettleers, the shortstop,
Back here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. It's the bottom of the second inning here at Lowell Park. And joining us in the broadcasting booth, Ryan Ruggiero, baseball ops intern here for the Bourne Braves. Cameron Seagraves set on the mound against the new bat in Ada Guayo. First pitch in, there for a strike. Rather just upstairs, misses for a ball. The count 1-0. And Ryan, this pitching staff going to have an interesting task today against a Cotuit team really fighting to keep their season alive. The count 1-0. Seagraves gets set at his chest, kicks and fires to Aguayo home. He cracks it up the middle of the infield. Riker waits the shortstop right there for out one. What have you thought of Seagraves so far, Ryan?
I think Seagraves has been great at getting ahead of opposing batters. Saw right there, first pitch fastball just missed, came right back with it there. Right at Riker Waite. Nice, easy first out of the half inning.
He's been fantastic. It's Will Plattner's turn now. He digs into the back of the righty's box. Seagraves set at his chest. With one out in the bottom of the second inning, he fires home. Swing and a miss. And when you have a bullpen game like this, Ryan, it's crucial for none of your relievers to get away from themselves.
Yeah, we're relying on each guy doing their job, getting their inning, 2 innings, and passing it along to the next guy.
No balls, 1 strike. Seagraves looks in, fires home. Plattner watches it by in the lefty's box, escapes in the dirt, the count 1-1. And something we saw yesterday specifically was the energy from this team kind of explode in a way we hadn't seen, Ryan. Do you see that still carrying over into today's game?
I do. I definitely do. The dugout is alive, and we're ready to go and hit.
The 1-1. Seagraves fires home. Plattner takes the curveball just inside and on the leg. He'll take first base on a hit by pitch. Only the second batter to the base paths of the day for the Cotuit Kettleers.
Yeah, right there you saw 3 consecutive sliders. That one got away from him, but clearly feel that want to get a rollover in that at-bat.
What have you seen from a guy in Seagraves in his limited time so far this summer?
I've seen command of 3 pitches. Curveball is great for inducing swings and misses. Slider's a pitch that he can use to both get ahead of guys and induce whiffs.
He's had some really good stuff. A strikeout pitcher still searching for his first in this one as Jesse DiMaggio steps up out of the right side. First pitch connects. Low outside corner on the fastball.
Again, we're seeing the Braves game plan here, getting ahead of guys with fastballs, and then when ahead in the count, using the breaking balls to try and get the strikeout. The first one's eluded him so far, though.
The 0-1. Seagraves fires home. Swing and a miss. A big cut from DiMaggio. And he's down 0-2 in the count.
90 miles an hour there from Seagraves. It's his top velocity of the day so far. Hoping to see a little bit more of that from him.
He looks over at first base over his left shoulder. The 0-2 pitch. Home from Seagraves to DiMaggio. Cracks up the middle of the infield. Wait, the shortstop steps on second for 1. Fires to 1 and gets the double play. A quick inning there for the Bourne Braves. And just like that, a double play to retire things. Back in the top of the third inning, it's Kasey Kazliner who takes over on play-by-play for the third and the fourth.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Life can be full of surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always ready to support you when you need it. With an Eastern Propane and Oil technician on the way, your family's comfort is our priority. Our local team, over 500 strong, ensures your home is comfortable and warm. Eastern Propane and Oil, a local team with 24/7 service and delivery, ensuring comfort when you need it most.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Welcome back to Lowell Park. It's 0-0 between the Bourne Braves and the Cotuit Kettleers. Kasey Kazliner with you, alongside Ryan Ruggiero as we resume action in the top of the third inning. Braves will have 8-9-1. Elliot Medlock, Bryce Eastep, and Justin Osterhaus against the lefty pitcher Luke Smyers, who Ryan has retired 4 in a row with 3 Ks.
Smyers has done a great job at sticking to his game plan, which is sinkers away to righties, inducing a lot of ground outs, and then using the sweeper against the lefties to induce the swings and misses.
He'll face righty, lefty. Here's Medlock. Not an everyday player for the Braves. He's hitless his last 2. Hitting under the Mendoza line at 190. Not a typical lineup for the Braves today. Medlock more of a depth piece. First pitch home. Medlock takes low and away, 1-0.
The Braves are resting a lot of their stars today with Costello, Mabius, and Rigdon on the bench, just giving them an extra off day before the playoffs, hoping to turn the corner out of this losing streak.
They know who they're going to play already. That'll be the Falmouth Commodores starting 2 days from now. The 1-0, Medlock swings and misses a lone outside heater, 1-1.
It's tough playing a game that's almost meaningless for the Braves today. Skipper Ed Blankenmeyer was talking about before the game. There's nothing worse than in summer ball playing a game that has no implications on playoffs.
Want to keep the guys ready at all times, just in case. The 1-1, Medlock takes high and inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. A lot of fastballs coming from Smyers right now.
Yeah, that's a rare miss up with this heater there. He's trying to play those low and away to the righties. That one just got away from him. I would be shocked if he doesn't go back to it, but this time outside right here.
Medlock with his crimson bat waits, ahead 2-1 with nobody out. The pitch as he rolls it toward the Cotuit dugout on the third base side, foul, 2-2.
Medlock should be a great piece for Quinnipiac this year, transferring in from Ryder. His swing so far has impressed me. Great defense at second base. Hoping to be a staple in that lineup for the.
Was talking with him. He said he's excited for Quinnipiac hockey. He grew up playing it. And now he'll get to watch it, play baseball for the Q. The 2-2 as he takes strike 3 called. Off-speed pitch inside corner for strike 3, and now 3 consecutive strikeouts for Smyers going back to the second.
At least from our angle, that thing looked like it bent around the zone, stayed up a little bit. Medlock would probably agree with that analysis. Home plate umpire did not.
Smyers in control so far. He's only given up 1 base runner. That was a walk to Matt Bolton back in the first inning. Here's the only hitter he hasn't seen yet, Bryce Eastep, who drove in a clutch RBI double last night. First pitch to the righty. As Eastep drives it left center field, it will fall for a base hit. Beaver picks it up in left center, gets it in quick, and Bryce Eastep has hits in back-to-back games. A single for him with 1 out in the top of the third.
This is something I love to see from Bryce Eastep, a guy who feels like he gets behind in a lot of counts, being aggressive on first pitches, taking advantage of fastballs in the zone. Last night we saw him hit a double, tonight a single. This is great sign from Bryce.
Braves finally in the hit column as well. Took him 2 1/3. As the lineup flips over to Justin Osterhaus, he digs into the lefty's box against the southpaw. First pitch, Osterhaus takes a breaking ball in there for a strike, going 1.
Osterhaus is an elite base runner. Just got to see what he can do when we let him loose on the base paths. Hopefully right here he can take one of those inside sinkers, get his bat extended, and get over the first baseman's head.
0-1 on him. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to third that came way back in the first inning. 0-1. Osterhaus takes all the way back to the backstop. Plattner chases an easy 90 feet for Eastep as he cruises into second base on the wild pitch. And it's now a 1-1 count.
Smythe was trying to jam him inside there, just got a little too far inside on Osterhaus. Plattner couldn't make the play. Nice to see a runner in scoring position. Let's hope we can capitalize.
Smyers and Plattner from Alabama. Crimson Tide battery. Plattner the catcher, still with his Bama helmet while he catches. Eastep now at second, the 1-1 with 1 out. Low and away, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Eastep not taking a very aggressive lead off the second base, even though the shortstop not playing very close to the bag, and obviously the second baseman in pole position for the left-hander.
Osterhaus went the other way his first time up, but the ball didn't leave the infield. 2-1. Osterhaus checks his swing at a low and outside off-speed pitch, and he went around. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 gone and a man at second for the Braves in the top of the third.
Interesting decision to not appeal that check swing down to third right there. We've seen that a lot in the last couple games, more so than usual.
Almost forgot to mention, Battery is Crimson Tide. Osterhaus, the hitter, also from Alabama. So a lot of Crimson Tide representation in this one. The 2-2, Osterhaus takes low, works a full count with one out and a man at second.
It's a great lead from Justin right there. He struggled chasing breaking balls during the season with the Crimson Tide, so that's a nice adjustment to see him make so far this summer.
Spent the front half of his collegiate career at Purdue Fort Wayne, a baseball program that no longer exists. 3-2. Osterhaus swings and misses, ball in the dirt. Plattner finds it, tosses to first to complete the putout. Bryce Estep still at second now, 2 gone in the top of the third.
That was a better job there from Plattner for establishing a throwing lane. In the first inning on the drop third strike, he took a tough angle at that ball and almost hit the base runner. That was a better job right there.
All but 3 of the outs so far. Strikeouts for Smyers. That's his 5th. And that'll bring up Riker Waite, switch hitter batting righty. 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. Estep at second, 2 gone. The pitch as Waite takes a fastball inside, 1-0.
Having Riker back is a huge boost for this team, especially after losing Blake Schaff. And one thing with Riker, he's always looking to ambush on first pitches.
He is aggressive. Blake Schaff was that way for the Braves over at short as well before he left. 1-0. Waite drives it, left center field, and shallow, down for a base hit. Estep rounding third, the throw cut off. RBI single for Riker Waite, and the Braves lead 1-0 in the top of the third.
Great job by Riker there, staying compact on that inside pitch, beating his hands to it, and driving in the Braves' first run of the day.
Riker Waite has been an on-base machine recently for the Braves. Did go 0 for 4 in the second game last night against YD, but the day before had 2 home runs. He's been walking. And that'll bring up Matt Bolton as the inning continues. So Waite at first and 2 gone, 1-0 Braves. Top of the third. First pitch to the lefty as he takes one on the back. That's a hit by pitch. The ball flew up in the air, and it's now first and second, 2 gone as Bolton reaches first for the second time today.
Seems like Bolton can't make out if he wanted to right now. He's been on fire since making a swing change last week, and this is a piece that the Braves are really going to need to stay hot to succeed in the playoffs.
We're going to see a mound visit from Kevin Curtin as Smyers started the inning off with strikeout, single, wild pitch strikeout, but ever since it's been back-to-back base runners, and he's given up a scoreless tie. This is a playoff game for Cotuit.
Cotuit needs this win to make the playoffs, and I know they also need a Wareham loss, so their fate's not in their own hands, but they need to win first.
Wareham did lose earlier today. They'll have a doubleheader taking on Hyannis at 7 p.m. Hyannis definitely favored in that matchup, but Wareham has been on fire, working itself back into a playoff spot.
With that being said, Hyannis has nothing to play for. They've already clinched the 1 seed. I bet you, just like the Braves are doing today, they're resting a lot of their top guys.
I think you're onto something there. Bolton at first, Waite at second, 2 gone. And that'll bring up Max Farrell. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch from the lefty Smyers is he swings and misses at a low pitch, 0-1.
That's a better location there, going with the changeup first pitch. A little different than his sinker slider approach we've seen so far today.
Farrell's been on fire for the Braves ever since joining the team just yesterday, but it was a doubleheader. He got to play in 2 of them. 0-1. Farrell takes a strike in the lower part of the zone. It's quickly 0-2.
So far, Farrell has been a pleasure to watch at the plate. He's a free swinger, aggressive on pitches in the zone, has a lot of pop, and doesn't help that he's also a great kid.
So our pregame interviewee before the game began was delighted to join the Braves. Even at this point in the year, not a lot of games left. The 0-2, Farrell swings and misses. Down on 3 pitches as he strikes out for the second time. But a run comes across for the Braves. 1-0 Bourne. And we will take things to the bottom of the third. Braves up 1-0 on Cotuit here at Lowell Park.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Braves finally with the lead. It took a couple of innings, but they are ahead on the Cotuit Kettleers. Will try to come back with 8-9-1 due up. And Cotuit has had a couple base runners so far, just 2 to be exact, but nothing yet. And now it's time for the Braves to defend their lead, something they haven't done a whole lot the past few games.
They haven't. They've only had one lead before this game, going back to last Saturday. And they'll see a new pitcher in that effort. Out now, Colton Starling for the Bourne Braves in his debut.
Starling, right-hander, trying to maybe audition for some playing time going into the postseason. He's finished up his 2026 campaign at Catamount.
And, excuse me, not his debut. Pitched 1 inning in yesterday's game, just 10 pitches, but no base runners. That was against Harwich earlier in the day. First of the 2, matinee.
Pitched in 5 outings with Western Carolina. 3 of them scoreless. Pitched to a 4.76 ERA across 5 2/3. He faces the righty Drew Repepe, first pitch, as he drives it left field and into the glove of Waite, the shortstop, who ranges to his right to make the catch, preventing it from Foley going to the outfield.
Not difficult plays for Wade in this game, but he's doing them all right. You got to be impressed always with the defense that he brings to shortstop.
Here's Tito Kiefer, another later addition to this Cotuit team. Made his debut just about a week ago. Righty on righty, the pitch. Kiefer takes low and outside, called a strike. Kiefer has not played in a collegiate game in his career.
Redshirted his freshman year. This most recent season with St. Leo was injured.
0-1. Kiefer takes high and takes one on the helmet. Just grazed the top of it. E-Step was still able to make the catch. But that's the second hit by pitch for the Cotuit Kettleers.
3 base runners, 2 of them by way of hit by pitches. Not ideal. And for a lineup flipping over, this is a hungry Cotuit team that needs to get going before it's too late. I mean, you're sitting in the 3rd inning, but it's essentially the 5th in a 7-inning game.
Here's Landon Beaver, leadoff guy to begin the game, grounded out to first. He's been here since the beginning with Cotuit, and he's been very, very good. Has not gone hitless in about a week and a half. First pitch to the lefty hitter as he rips it back foul, 0-1. To be exact, he's on a 7-game hit streak with 3 multi-hit games across that span. A Cotuit team that's mightily struggled recently. Makes the most sense for him to be at the top of the order. 0-1. Beaver takes downstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike with a man at first and 1 out in the bottom of the third. 1-0 Braves. Beaver was an all-star earlier this season. Stayed close to home for college, playing at Alabama Birmingham. 1-1. As Beaver checks his swing and a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Beaver. Barring a double play, Hogan Denny will be next. The Kettleers fighting for their season. A loss would mathematically eliminate them from the playoffs, even with the Wareham game later today. A 1-2. So he rolls it back foul. We said it earlier, but Hyannis will take on the Gatemen, who are also potentially fighting for their season, depending on what goes on in this one. But Cotuit was in playoff position, and not really a bad playoff position for largely most of the season. Recently, though, Wareham has surged and Cotuit has slid. 1-2 from Starling. Upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
First year for Rob Cooper, and he's breaking a little bit of a streak that the Cats had going on. But like you said, a resurgence for Ryan Smythe and the Gatemen late in this season. You never really know what the playoffs are going to look like until the day after the regular season ends, and that's the way it is this year, too.
Raham's giving the Braves trouble, too. 2-2. Beaver takes low and inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wareham 2 days ago in Game 2 of the doubleheader bested the Braves in a game that wasn't close. 9-1 final. Beaver working a good AB so far, full count with 1 out, and Kiefer at first. 3-2, downstairs, ball 4. So back-to-back free passes dealt by Starling after he gets the first out, and that'll bring up Hogan Denny with a man in scoring position.
12, Hogan Denny, left fielder, Indiana.
Denny 0 for 1. He flied out pretty deep to center field. Matt Bolton made the catch back in the first. Denny was with Team USA, missed a chunk of time with Cotuit, but he's back. He's been here back for about 10 days. 2 on, 1 out, the pitch. His righty hitter takes low and away, 1-0. Denny has largely been good since his return, has hits in 4 of his last 5 games. One-0 pitch. Denny takes in for a strike, back pick to first, and Beaver safe. 1-1. Need to see some command from Starling right now. You said it already. This is basically the 5th inning. We're in the 3rd, but a 7-inning game. You shave off the last 2. 1-2. Denny takes outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
And this is the first time we've really seen the Braves enter a game with a bullpen game in mind from their pitching staff. You got to appreciate what Seagraves does, but he'll be heading back to the pen for the playoffs. All of these guys just trying to contribute to a win here.
2-1. Denny slaps it straight away center field. It's down for a base hit. Kiefer stays at 3rd. Bases will be loaded as the throw comes home, but that's now 3 straight base runners for the Kettleers with only 1 out to bring up Sam Christensen.
And that's a very conservative hold there at 3rd base for the Kettleers. You likely could have seen them go, but you keep it just a little bit safer there. With 1 out, maybe a solid choice. Overall for Ed Blankmeyer here, we'll see how he approaches it with Starling on the mound.
Braves acting skipper comes out of the dugout to talk to Starling, who was supposed to go 2 full innings. He still could, but he's not on track to have the type of day that Seagraves did as a starter.
And just struggling in this one, in the 2 free passes to begin the frame really hurt him, Kasey. Especially when you flip it over the top of the order. This is a team in the Kettleers that have struggled this season, but the OPS from the top 4 in this order, either close, at, or above 700. They can do damage.
That brings up Sam Christensen, who had the first hit for Cotuit. In fact, that hit from Denny was the first hit since Christensen's single back in the first inning.
Christensen, number 21.
Lefty hitter digs in with the bases loaded and 1 out. Cotuit down 1-0 to the Braves in a must-win game for the Kettleers to stay alive in the playoff race. First pitch, Christensen takes upstairs and away, 1-0. He's another guy that joined the Kets recently, made his debut July 20th, and he's riding a 3-game hit streak. 1-0 pitch from Starling. Christensen rolls it on the ground to short. Waite picks it up, goes to second for 1. Over to first, the relay is in time. 6-4-3 double play. Starling gets out of it, and the Braves turn 2 for the second time today. We'll take things to the top of the 4th. 1-0 Bourne.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of...
We bring you back to Lowell Park, and now we send it fieldside to Kaydence Kilhof, who's with the acting skipper. Kaydence?
Thanks, Kasey. I'm now joined by the interim field manager, Ed Blankmeyer. Skip, you changed the lineup a lot today. You're giving different guys some different opportunities. What went behind this decision to change the order so much?
You know, we got to play some of the guys on the roster to see what they can do, keep them fresh. You know, you may need them, so you can't ice them. And some guys need a little bit of a blow, but they're ready to go if we need them.
Before today's game, you said yesterday against YD, Bourne was trending in the right direction. How can they take that little spark of success from yesterday and make it more consistent? You know,
When I say play more competitively, you know, I want these guys to be more enthusiastic, you know, enjoy what they're doing, you know, and play the game more freely, playing a little tight right now. But now I think they're more relaxed. They're enjoying themselves more.
Bryce Eastep is a guy that hasn't produced much offensively this summer, but now has hits in back-to-back games. What have you seen in his ability to rise to the occasion to finish out this regular season stretch?
You know, he's been working on some things in the cage. He's figured some things out. He feels good about what he's doing. Now he's putting some better swings on the ball. So we expect that Bryce is going to contribute offensively for the remainder of the season.
All right, thank you, Skipper.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kaydence and Ed Blankmeyer, as we bring things to the top of the 4th at Lowell Park. We gave Milano to start things out against Smyers, who's out for his 4th inning. First pitch. Milano takes a breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. Braves up 1-0, looking for an add-on inning, something they've struggled to do recently. Offense has come in spurts, but not in consistent flows. 0-1. Milano takes low in the dirt, 1-1. Smyers has been very good so far. Outside of a couple of singles and a run he gave up in the 3rd, it's been 6 strikeouts and just the 2 hits. 2 free passes dealt as well that haven't led to anything. 1-1. Milano takes, and it hit him on the wrist. Barely grazed him. He'll be okay as he trots to first, and that's the second hit by pitch thrown by Smyers.
The DH, number 32 from West Virginia, Ryan Pikatowski, number 32.
Here's Ryan Pikatowski, 0 for 1 with a strikeout, as he cleats into the righty box against the southpaw pitcher. First home. Pikatowski takes a heater in there for a strike, 0-1. It's the first time all game that the Braves have had the leadoff base runner, rather leadoff hitter reach base. 0-1. Pikatowski takes changeup low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pikatowski only 1 hit so far as a Bourne Brave. That came in his debut. Has gone hitless since. Guy trying to vie for playoff time potentially. It's all an audition at the end of the day. The 1-1. Pikatowski takes the changeup in there for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes with a man at first and nobody out in the top of the 4th.
And overall, Piketowski going to need to really prove himself today if he wants to see time in the playoffs. Last time out, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Here's the 1-2. Runner goes. Piketowski rolls it on the ground, right side, into right center field for a base hit. Hit and run executed perfectly. Milano to third, and Piketowski to first. Runners on the corners.
In Kasey, it's so perfect because Tito Kiefer goes to cover second base and leaves a gaping hole in the right side of the infield. Exactly what you need. An excellent job by Pick to get back in the hit column.
The Cotuit defense still playing straight up, suggesting they might take the double play here over play at the plate, should that be of concern. Here's Austin Hawk, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Righty hitter digs in. Smyers fires home. Hawk takes high, 1-0. And if you're Cotuit, obviously you'll take the double play, but you also have to realize you really can't afford to give up more runs with how slow the offense has been.
You can't. You can give up 1 run, and that's why they have the double play in play right now, but you're right, not multiple.
1-0. Hawk takes high again, 2-0.
I think overall for this Cotuit team, they've got to dig deep. They've been in a similar situation to the Braves. They just haven't been getting the wins at the right time, and the lack of intensity or energy or looking like they're happy to be here has been present.
Runners on the corners, 2-0. Hawk takes called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on him. And Elliot Medlock on deck. Inning started with a hit by pitch, then a hit and run that worked to perfection. Piketowski with a single to right center. Two-1. Hawk takes strike 2. Changeup on the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reminder, this is a 7-inning game, and the Braves could eliminate Cotuit with a win. 2-2. Hawk rolls it up the third base line and foul. 2-2 still. Piketowski on first, Milano on third. 2 guys that joined the Braves over the past week or so. Hawk, another guy that came to Bourne in July. In fact, about 2/3 of the lineup today, July newcomers. The 2-2. Hawk takes outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Potential threat to load the bases. Then Cotuit would definitely think about a play at the plate, should that happen. Smyers fires the 3-2. Hawk takes strike 3, called. Huge out number 1. And now the 7th strikeout for Smyers, who has been locating despite some of the traffic so far. There's the 1 out in the top of the 4th.
He's been locating exceptionally well. That one on ABS review, definitely in the zone. An excellent pitch, and the outing right now from Smyers, exceptionally impressive. He's finding a lot of strikeouts. He's just got to limit the free passes so far that have led to his demise.
Next chance for the Braves is Elliot Medlock, righty hitter who struck out looking back in the 3rd. First pitch for the runners on the corners, inside. He shows bunt, but pulled it back. It's a called ball. Braves scored 1 last inning. That came off a RBI single from Riker Waite to score in E-step. Medlock trying to be a force for the Braves. Has not been an everyday player. The 1-0, he shows bunt again, gets one down, up the first base line. Picked up by Repepi. He looks at home, throws to first. It is in and out of the glove of Repepi and up the line. But everyone's going to be safe. Medlock to second. Piketowski to third, and it's now 2-0 Bourne.
I mean, everything went wrong there. For Repepi, he comes in, can't make the play on the bunt, and trips over the pitcher in Smyers as he tries to make the throw at home. He likely would have had the out otherwise. And then as he runs towards first base and Kiefer covers, Kiefer just keeps himself right in the path of Hawk. Hawk does nothing wrong, and pretty much bulldozes the ball out of Kiefer's glove. And again, nothing wrong on Hawk's part. It's not an Alex Rodriguez situation against the Boston Red Sox, but just a lack of solid defense right there in communication. Sometimes as an infield, you got to work telepathically, and it was far from that right there.
Rob Cooper definitely not happy about that as he comes out to visit the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change. Smyers will leave the game, and we will have a new arm. We'll step aside here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
Welcome back to Lowell Park. It's 2-0 Braves. They have runners on second and third with only one out for Bryce Estep and a new pitcher, Hayes Melville. Righty-on-righty matchup. First pitch, another Papetti who pinch hits, grounds one up the third base line, foul, 0-1. So Papetti in his second appearance as a Bourne Brave ends Bryce Estep's day. Medlock on second, Piketowski on third. One is Papetti grounds one left side into left field for a base hit. Piketowski scores. Medlock to third, and the Braves lead 3-0 after the RBI single. And the first Bourne Braves hit for Papetti.
Top of the order for the Braves, number 31, Justin Osterhaus, the right fielder, Alabama.
So Piketowski scores, and the Braves once again with runners on the corners as the lineup flips over to Justin Osterhaus. Bourne up 3-0. And in a 7-inning game, in the fourth inning, just a few innings away from potentially ending Cotuit's season with no playoffs. Here's Osterhaus. He's 0 for 2. Righty pitcher Melville fires home. So Osterhaus lifts it back foul, 0-1.
Get all the foul balls. Yours to keep, courtesy of Cotuit Liquor.
Inning that has gone from bad to ugly, arguably, for Cotuit. Hit by pitch single, strikeout, sac bunt error, and a single. Throwback to first, half-hearted one. Papetti safe easily. 0-1 on Osterhaus. Had a chance to face his college teammate, Luke Smyers, a couple of times, both of them at Alabama. Now he's facing another SEC guy, Melville from Alabama. Another throwback, rather from Oklahoma, excuse me. A toss back to first, and Papetti safe. 0-1. Upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Braves bottom of the order. supplementing the top so far. Braves have had four base runners come from positions 5 through 9. 1-1. Osterhaus swings and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Blankmeyer wanting to give some of the depth players a chance to contribute for multiple reasons, as he talked about it pregame. The 1-2. Osterhaus lifts it back foul. Stays alive, 1-2. Talked about the fact that this game doesn't have a huge bearing on the standings. Could implicate tiebreaker stipulations in the championship, but nothing in the West.
It's funny because we saw the same thing last season.
1-2. Osterhaus swings and misses. Strike 3. And there's 2 down.
And in Game 40, the Bourne Braves faced the YD Red Sox in a game where they had already clinched the 1 seed. The only implications was if they were to host against the YD Red Sox in a championship series, and it ended up mattering, so you never really know. It could be big.
Here's Riker Waite. Both runners on the base paths right now by default are unearned. First pitch, low. 1 ball and no strikes. Waite had a big RBI single in the 3rd to give the Braves a 1-0 lead. Went 0 for 4 last night against YD, trying to forget that. The 1-0, as he rolls it the other way up the third base line and foul, 1-1. Looks like he shattered his bat, so he'll get a new one.
Sounded like he did.
Inning started with a hit by pitch, then a single, strikeout, sac bunt from Medlock. He was safe after an error. He drove in a run, then Papetti drove in another. Osterhaus struck out, and the Braves maintain a 3-0 lead. 1-1 on Waite. Melville trying to get out of the inning without any more damage. 1-1. Waite cuts and misses at a high heater at 94. Much higher velocity from Melville than we saw from Smyers. He was throwing low 90s, maybe high 80s at times as well, but Smyers sticking it in at mid 90s. Melville fires the 1-2. Waite lofts it straight away left field. Denny has space. He makes the catch in medium left to retire the side. Braves with 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 left. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning when we come back.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Resume action in the bottom of the 4th. Braves with a 3-run lead. And defensively, last frame, they stranded Cotuit's bases loaded threat. So Starling's still out there for the Braves. He struggled to begin the inning. Line out, hit by pitch, walk, single, but then a 5-6-3 double play ended the inning. Moran digs in. The first pitch to the righty hitter is low, 1-0. Moran 0 for 1 with a pop out to first base. He was an all-star this season for the Kettleers. 1-0 pitch. Moran takes low and outside, 2-0. If you're the Kettleers right now, you just need base runners. Not a lot of game left. We're in the 4th inning, but reminder, this is only a 7-inning game. These could be the final 3 innings of the Kettleers season. Rather, 4, excuse me. On Moran. Pitch is low. 3 balls and no strikes. Cottrell toes the first base side of the rubber. Trying to find something in the zone after walking one last inning and hitting a 1 batter. 3-0 pitch. Moran takes fastball in there for a called strike, 3-1. Moran, another guy that's been with the Kettleers since the beginning. Not as much turnover on this Kets team relative to some of the others, but that hasn't necessarily translated to wins. 3-1. Moran rolls it on the ground to short. Riker Waite picks it up between his knees, fires to first in time. And despite a 3-0 count, J.J. Moran retired on the 6-3.
And for Cottrell here in his debut, you've said it before, but it is that type of audition to see how they can fit into this bullpen. Scott Lander's not here, but he'll be watching this tape back to see what arms he sees as viable for when the time comes. I mean, we've talked about the importance of release pitching staffs in the Cape Cod Baseball League, even more so in the playoffs.
Here's Aiden Aguayo, righty hitter from UCLA. First pitch. Aguayo lofts it right side, foul. I was talking to Aguayo a little bit pregame. He said he's excited to return back to UCLA. And as a shortstop, that position now much more open with the number 1 pick and Rock Chalowski no longer there. Chalowski, one of the best players in the country, up for the Golden Spikes, and of course the number 1 pick. The 0-1, Aguayo swings and misses at the low changeup, 0-2. Aguayo only going to be a sophomore when he goes back. Wasn't bad in his freshman campaign, although he lacked the slug. (0-2) as he lifts it high up in the air to straightaway center. Bolton barely has to move, and he makes a cap high catch for the second out of the bottom of the 4th with the bases empty. That will bring up Will Plattner, the Alabama Crimson catcher. Digs into the righty's box. He's hit by a pitch back in the 2nd against Seagraves. Righty versus righty. Cottrell's size fires out of the stretch. It's low, 1-0. Plattner was the captain of Alabama. He'll be it again in 2026. Big honor at a program that has found a lot of success in the SEC. The 1-0 as Plattner takes change up at the knees for a strike, 1-1.
College World Series team, they were fantastic. Couldn't quite get the crown, but a very good program perennially.
Transferred in from Ole Miss. Debuted there in 2023, but he's been with the Crimson Tide 3 straight years. 1-1. He takes, and it hit him on the belt loop practically. So he's hit by a pitch for the 2nd time today, and it's a 2-out base runner for the Cotuit Kettleers with 2 gone in the bottom of the 4th, down by 3 runs. Here's Jesse DiMaggio as the inning continues. Cotuit trying to prolong it to the fullest extent. The Cats only with 2 hits so far. Had base runners in every inning, but no runs. They were close in the 3rd with the bases loaded until the Braves turned 2 to retire the side. DiMaggio was the one that grounded into that double play. He grounded to a double play inning before that, the first pitch. So he rolls it to second. Waite picks it up, flips underhand to second base in time for the 6-4 put out. And we will go to the top of the 5th. We'll have Chase Maceiko on play-by-play for the first time this year with Bourne up 3-0 on Cotuit.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Top of the 5th inning here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. Chase Maceiko alongside Kasey Kazliner here for the top of the 5th inning. And the Braves, after scoring 2 in the top of the 4th inning, send Matt Bolton to the plate. Melville still on the mound for Cotuit, kicks and fires as Bolton chops one to third base. Slow roller to Moran. Moran guns to first, gets it by 1 step, and Matt Bolton, quick first pitch swing, and he'll head back down to the dugout with 1 out now here in the 5th.
Got to give it to Bolton. He's aggressive. He didn't have a chance to swing the bat in the 1st and the 3rd, walking ahead by pitch, but it's a good play by the hot corner.
Bolton really feeling himself right now, coming off of 2 home runs yesterday. And this Braves offense finally starting to click a little bit, up 3-0 here in the 5th. Melville now will face Max Farrell out of San Diego State. Farrell, just his 3rd game in a Bravos uniform. The 0-0. He shoots it foul almost into the first base dugout. And count is 0-1. Farrell went 3 for 7 yesterday. Got hits in both of the Bravos games in the doubleheader against the Mariners and the YD Red Sox. Melville's out of the stretch 0-1. Ball's going to be outside and off the glove of Will Plattner. Count moves to 1-1. This is a Braves offense that has struggled as of late, unable to maintain leads in ball games. This is their first lead since Friday, Game 2 against Wareham when Riker Waite hit a home run in the 1st inning. 1-1 from Melville. Swing and a miss there by Farrell. Count moves to 1-2. Braves on a 6-game losing streak, looking to end things up on a high note against the Cotuit Kettleers. Kettleers, of course, trying to battle back into the playoffs, as we've mentioned multiple times on the broadcast today. Melville trying to hold the Braves offense stagnant. Still in the stretch. Melville's 1-2. Farrell grounds it into the third base dugout and foul. Still 1-2 now. Farrell, not just a solid day offensively for the Bravos yesterday, but also played a nice left field. Something that the Braves had been lacking was the defensive aspect in recent weeks. But starting to clean things up a little bit here today. No errors so far in this one. Melville comes set once again for the 1-2. Fastball up and outside. Count moves 2-2. Braves, of course, hold that number 2 seed. They will be playing the Falmouth Commodores on in the first round of the playoffs in the 2-3 matchup on Tuesday, 6 o'clock at Dorn Park. As Melville kicks and fires the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Farrell goes down, his 3rd strikeout of the game. And Cotuit up to already 9 strikeouts on this one.
From Miami.